So my last video was about the benefits of playing role-playing games with your children as a way to practice social situations to help ameliorate the anxiety related to social situations, social interaction and communication, social dynamics. And I said I'd give you an update. So I've done a lot, and I did some this morning. Today was the first day back at school. And it was really odd. Everything has been really peaceful at home. Yesterday was really calm. I remember when one of our kids first ever started school, we had 2 months of very disrupted bedtimes, very distressed child. And I was kind of expecting something similar, but we didn't get it. And as well as doing the increase in playing computer games with the children, we've also done quite a few nights of family camping in the living room. And for us, the benefit of doing the family camping is that both children have a parent next to them all night. We're all in one spot. We fall asleep together. We sometimes watch something funny on the TV before we fall asleep. And no one gets woken up at night. It's an entire night of uninterrupted sleep. And when they wake up, they're right next to a parent who can attend to their needs, make them breakfast or whatever without having to go and wake them up. And it feels simpler, and I sleep better because I know that both kids are okay. I'm not lying there worrying that they're about to wake up and need me. And so the whole family sleeps better, and we did about 4 nights in a row of this. And it works really well. So my son, I think, benefits from increased physical contact, whereas my daughter, I think, benefits from the opportunity to practice stuff. And so this morning was peaceful, and yesterday was peaceful, and I was thinking, is this what it's like to live in a neurotypical family? Like, there's no explosions, there's no problems, everything's calm. It was very unnerving. And I kept wondering whether it was true calm or whether we were just in the eye of the storm. And so I kept waiting for mini explosions to happen. I slept terribly last night. Everyone else slept fantastically. I slept awfully. And again, this morning, everything was fine. I made sure I played with the kids. I got up straight away. I was really efficient. I made all the beds so that everything was calm. Nothing was last minute because I also have difficulties in leaving things to the last minute. I made sure I was militantly organised so that nothing was stressful this morning. And just as we were leaving the door, one of them got really upset and started saying they weren't going to go to school. And I thought, oh, here we go. So I said, okay, you don't have to go to school. I need to take your sibling in. I'll come back and get you. And they got very upset, obviously didn't want to be left on their own at home. It's only like a 2-minute walk to school, so it's not like I'm leaving them on their own for very long before anyone gets upset about that. And Sweden is very different to my experience of the UK. It feels enormously safer. Children regularly walk to and from school at the age of sort of 7 or 8. And the reluctant one decided to come with me. And as soon as they got to school, the reluctant one switched and said, give me my bags, you can go now. They have a very acute awareness of social expectations and social norms and tend to get very inward when they're around other children. Very conscious of how other children look on the outside, don't want to be seen as being needier than them. So I was able to leave that one and go and retrieve the other one that was hiding in the car park and refused to go any closer. And it was very loud in the playground this morning because they started the school year with a school song, school singing, and it's lovely, but it is loud. So when the playground had emptied a little bit, I managed to get the other one in, and it took me 10 minutes. And again, I'm still sitting here feeling really unnerved, wondering what's happened. And a lot of people have said to me that when you get the medication right for ADHD and the dosage right and everything right, that it's a game changer. It literally changes family life. And that has been our experience. Our child with a diagnosis of ADHD has slept through the night 2 nights out of the last 3, which hasn't happened for years. And the 3rd night of the last 3, they woke up at 4, which is enormously better than the last few years. And on that day, we'd forgotten to give him the ADHD meds. And so it seems to me that the combination of calming during the day and sleeping properly at night is the way that we crack the code. And I find I can't relax yet because it's been too soon. It feels too good to be true, this level of peace that has descended on the household. And of course, it's not, we still have to do behaviour management. There's still the odd explosion, still have to kind of be on guard in case something escalates. You can hear it escalating, you have to go in and intervene in order to prevent warfare. But it is different, and I can feel there's a shift. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that this shift is permanent, or at least permanent-ish, because it'll give me a chance to recover from the last few years. And, part of me wanted to post this video as a way to show that these ideas do work, connecting more with your child when you know that there's a difficult transition coming up or a difficult event coming up that they're anxious about. Make sure and I'd never advocate for fully sacrificing your needs, but occasionally for a week it's worth it, because you allow your child to settle and to be calm. And if you know that week is coming, you can prep yourself in advance. Have a lot more downtime the week before. Take time out the week before. And then when this critical week, when this key week occurs, you have the capacity to forget about yourself and just give your child what they need in that week. And obviously it's more complicated when there's more than one, especially if they're both struggling with the same event. But it makes a difference. And however that looks for you as a family to connect. For us, it's camping in the living room and playing more computer games together. And I am tired, and it's taken a lot of energy from me, but I do think it's worth it. So firstly, it's that. Secondly, it's the fact that there are solutions for your family, and it can be trial and error before you get there, and it can be a long time. And pre-diagnosis is 1,000,000 times harder than actual post-diagnosis, when you know what you're dealing with and you know what the options available are for support. So to those of you that are really struggling today, hang in there. It won't always be like this. So just sending you all strength in the coming weeks, because a lot of people have this return to school coming up in the next few weeks. For us, it's been a bit earlier than other parts of Europe. Wish us luck this week. I'll keep you posted. And good luck to anyone else dealing with similar situations.